up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's Aramis, and we're back doing the bedtime story series. This is episode 2 of my bedtime stories. So as we all know, you guys just email me y'all stories. I read them here. I give y'all advice, and we just go from here. I have a few submissions I'm going to read today, and submission number 1 is from someone that wants to remain anonymous, so we will keep her anonymous. She says, My boyfriend and I decided to take up Taekwondo about 6 months ago. I'm not sure why, but recently he started shooting his mouth off about how if we ever win one-on-one, he would easily win. I think he's been talking to his buddies and they put him up to it, so I suggested we have a match during class to see who will come out on top. Our instructor agreed to it and acted as the referee. Last week we had our match, and seriously, I don't know how it happened, but about 10 seconds into the match, I landed a reverse side kick to his jaw. I knocked him out cold. He was unconscious even before he hit the mat. It was bad. I laid him out flat and snoring, and he was not moving. Paramedics had to be called. Okay, see, I remember reading this back when she sent it. She sent it a few weeks ago, so I kind of forgot a little, but I didn't even realize that the paramedics were called. Like, this was not like some little sidekick, like this was major. He was immobilized on a stretcher and carried off to the ER. He not only suffered a concussion, but the force of my kick gave him a case of severe whiplash, and now he's in a neck brace for the next 4 weeks. Wow. I feel awful. I've apologized to no end. I'm doing all I can to make it up to him, but he's really mad at me and has barely spoken to me since our match. Basically, what can I do to make it better? Is he going to stay mad at me forever? Will this break us up? It was his brash talk that started this, so I guess I ended that. But did I end our relationship in the process? Hope you can help. Sorry, this was kind of long. Okay, y'all. This is crazy. This is some crazy mess. You guys have to understand that when, guys and girls get into it, especially over like guys are stronger, guys are bigger, guys are more powerful over girls, I don't think us females should take that too literally. And I'm not saying that we should just allow guys to just have a pass on like talking crazy. I'm a big person. I'm really big on, putting your money where your mouth is. Like, you want to talk shit, get hit. But when he's your boyfriend and not just a boy, you gotta be careful. And I feel like, she probably didn't even know it was in her ability to be able to like knock her boyfriend out. I'm pretty sure that if she knew that, she wouldn't have done it in the first place. But in my opinion, this is like a lesson learned. Like, now he'll know, like, But he's probably not talking to you because he probably feels like you use extra for his own purpose to kind of like show off to the class and show off to his homeboys and everybody that you were just big shit. And he probably just feels defeated right now, which is normal. Like, I would too. Like, I would feel like, okay, she was just being extra because she had an audience. That's how I would feel. But that's probably where his head is right now. Will y'all break up over it? If y'all's relationship was strong and y'all have been dating for some time and your whole relationship isn't surrounded by Taekwondo, I think you guys should be fine. I feel like, give him a couple weeks, be there for him. I mean, every little step of the way. Help him, support him while he's down. Help him massage his neck if you got to, girl. I don't know. Help him. Don't make it seem like you kicked his ass and just walked off. Because, like, this is funny, though. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, that was a funny story. But I really do wish the best for y'all. I don't really think this is breakup worthy. If anything, I would just stay up underneath him because he's just feeling like really defeated right now. And he probably didn't think that you had the ability to do that. So maybe his manhood is being challenged, like, oh shit, like a girl just knocked me out. Not even a girl, my girl just knocked me out. Like, do I wear the pants in a relationship still? Like, he's probably still questioning that, but it's all cool, just be there, help him out, help him recover and everything, and then don't fight each other no more. You proved your point. He gonna want a rematch. You tell him, hell no, he ain't getting one because we're not going through that again. And y'all just do what you do, out separately. Like, don't fight each other, Okay, here's another story. Okay, so I have a religious family and they don't really like me having friends or dating people who aren't in the same religion. Okay, y'all, so before I even get into this, you know this is about to get deep. So I keep my life a secret, but they recently found out about my boyfriend who isn't a part of my religion, and to top it off, he's 23 and I'm 18. They were very upset and disappointed and basically begged me to break up with him. And when I said I'll move out to live how I want to live, they begged me to not do that either. I told them that we broke up, but I regret lying and I feel like I'm too old to sneak around. They cry and get upset because they see that I'm not living the life that they raised me to live, and I feel so bad and I hate seeing them upset because I know they love me, but I just want to be happy and do what I want also. What advice could you give to someone in my shoes? P.S. Love your channel, girl. Love you too. This is tough because, especially when it comes to family and religion, family loves to try to dictate what other family members are doing outside of relationships, and that is the most annoying part of growing up. You have to realize that you are living for you and you only. Your family is not the one, you know, in the relationship. So I understand that family comes first, but don't put your family before your happiness and before yourself, you know? Like, if you really like this guy and you feel like, you know, me and him are good, you know, he may not be religious and I am, don't let him take away from your religious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep that rooted in you. If you are a girl that got to go to church on every Sunday to, you know, because that's just how you were brought up and that just feels right to you, by all means do that. I'm pretty sure that the guy's not telling you to not do that. And I feel like dating someone outside of your religion, I can't speak on that personally because I've never been in that situation, but I can only understand, and I could just imagine how hard that could be, especially since in religion a lot of people try to bring significant others into the religion, and you know, a family that prays together stays together type. So I understand it, but you know, I don't think that you should lie to your parents. I feel like if anything, lying to your parents is just gonna bite you in the end, because you know, they're gonna have like this whole image of you being a single woman, and they're, you know, what if they happen to find somebody they think is good for you and you already seeing somebody? It's just gonna cause complications in the future. And then if you lie to your parents about this, they're gonna assume that you lying about everything else. So I would just be straight up with them. I mean, if you feel like you gotta move out just to be yourself, then do that. But I don't suggest moving out just to date him. Like, if that's the only reason why you're moving out, think again, stay home, stay collected, because you never know if things are even gonna work out with this man. You know, not even to do with religion, just in general. You never know. So, you know, you don't want to piss your family off by just moving out, you know, because they're not putting you out. They're not ready for you to leave. They just, you know, they want what's best for you. So I feel like you should sit down and talk to them. You know, I'm still dating him. If anything, try to bring positivity to it. Like, you know, our relationship is going good. He's doing this, he's doing that. Like, leave all of the negativity out. And, you know, I'm the type of person where if something's going on in my relationship, I've learned from past, keep it away from the family. It's just certain things you just don't say to your family. Like, if, you know, my boyfriend was another religion, that's something that I wouldn't tell my mom until years down the line, because I already know it's going to cause complications, and I don't need that along with the complications of even building a relationship in general, you know? So just, you know, kind of keep things between the two of y'all. Your family doesn't have to know every move that y'all make. And, you know, I feel like you should just do what you need to do for you. If you want to move out because you feel like it'll be less stress on everybody, then move out. But, you know, don't, you know, just cut your family off and do the most when you're doing that. You know, try to keep your family close. Make them feel as important as they were to you when you were living with them. Everything should be okay. So I wish you guys the best. You seem like a really sweet person. I really hope this works out for you. This is the last story I'm going to read on today's bedtime story. The story is, I have been dating this guy for 4 months now, and in the beginning of the relationship, everything was all good and dandy. We used to text and talk all day long because we were both working. Oh, I'm sorry. We used to text and talk all day long besides when we were both working. The first time we met up, everything went by smoothly. We had a good time. The second time we met up, things got a little out of hand. I ended up introducing my best friend to him, and now my best friend and boyfriend as of today do not like each other at all. So some things were said, and my boyfriend got mad at me for the way my best friend was treating him, which that's not my fault at all. and shouldn't have been taken out on me. We ended up hashing things out later on that night. The next time we met up was just like the two of us, and it was good again. It's like every time me and him meet up, it's fine, but after that, it's not. To make a long story short, in the beginning of the relationship, when we were just friends, he would always tell me how he loved to talk on the phone and all this. But in reality, when he asked me out after the whole thing happened with him and my best friend, he's just stopped doing it. The only time he calls me is right before we're about to meet up. I don't like that because I'm the type of person that likes to talk on the phone constantly. Anyway, time went on and he ended up coming out to the country where I live because he lives in a different country than I. He didn't tell me he was coming. He always complains and rants on how we never get to see each other and that it's killing him. But you come to where I live and not even tell me. Okay, so he came to the country that you live and didn't even visit. No, girl. So that really pissed me off, and we ended up going days without talking. Now in my head, if you can go days without talking to me, there's obviously something else you're entertaining. True. FYI, this is the first guy I've ever introduced to my mom and best friend. I care for him a lot, but I refuse to sit here and let someone distract me from my first year of college worrying about them. Exactly. If letting him go is what you need to do, then hey. But before I make any decisions, I need your help and advice. What would you do in this situation? Do you think he's cheating? Thanks, all your support and love is appreciated. I don't think he's cheating on you just because I don't think there's enough factors in here for him to be cheating on you. However, I do think he's annoyed. I have been in a situation before where your best friend don't care for your boyfriend too much and it just causes conflict. And it's probably harder on you because you're around your best friend way more than him, seeing as though y'all live in two different countries. But this is just like the last situation. You can't let those kind of situations dictate what's going on inside of your relationship. If you like this man enough to be with him and you see and you actually see a future with him, then you should probably, if anything, tell your best friend to just kind of tone it down just a little bit. In my opinion, I don't think this man is worth keeping, only because he's not talking to you over something that you can't control. Like, you could tell your best friend to chill out all day, but if she ain't willing to chill out, then what can you do about it? I mean, if anything, you cannot keep them together, but I mean, what's the fun in that? You always want to have your best friend, your boyfriend around. Those are like your two favorite people. Honestly, especially since you're in your first year of college, you might need to let this one go because he's being petty in my situation. He's being petty about the situation. He's not talking to you. He's, shortening his communications to you over something so small, over something that you don't even have anything to do with. So, especially dealing with first semester of college, I already know college is hard altogether. Trust me, I know, especially that first semester. I went through it too. But at the same time, you can't let those things interfere with your school because your school is your actual future. You know what I'm saying? So if this guy ain't really trying here, he ain't trying to hit you up, he ain't trying to work things out with your best friend, he ain't trying to at least have a second chance to get to know your best friend and, get to like her, then leave him alone. That's what I'm saying. Your best friend, she may leave some time from now. You may get a new best friend, but I promise you, best friends last a lot longer than boyfriends. And you never know. You might be missing your opportunity worrying about someone that doesn't even live in the same country and won't make you a priority. My opinion. So if you guys have any bedtime stories or suggestions, go ahead and email me. You know where to email me. The link will be down here and in the description. Send that email. Make sure that the subject of the email is bedtime story. I get a lot of stories from y'all and it just says, okay, well, my situation is, like, make sure you put the subject as bedtime story so that I can see what this is about. If you like this video, give it a cute thumbs up and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next episode. Bye, guys.